While protecting the glass around the Insta360 X3, so specifically the large touchscreen interface as well as the dual lenses, can be a challenge, when it comes to adding additional versatility to your camera, Ulanzi have you covered with this, the Insta360 X3 Cage. Having previously used various of Ulanzi's camera cages for other cameras, when it came to adding some extra versatility to the Insta360 X3, I knew exactly where to turn, and sure enough Ulanzi had me covered with their unique design. Don't get me wrong, the aim here is not to add additional protection. Well, it will somewhat around the edges I guess, but considering the lenses of the X3 need to protrude from the camera in order to eliminate any stitch lines, there's only so much you can add if you want to maintain a full 360-degree shot. So the primary goal with this cage is to add versatility via the several mounting options it offers. Complete in a handy leather feel carry pouch, we find the cage itself, an aluminum alloy frame that maintains high strength, yet thankfully keeps the unit relatively lightweight, which is an important factor considering this is the type of camera you generally mount to the end of a selfie pole and carry around with you. At the very top we have a single thumb screw that can be released in order to open the top of the cage, which thankfully remains connected with a single hinge on the opposite end, meaning no small parts to release and fumble about with. With the unit open, we can proceed to slide the X3 into place. Notice a small rubber gasket on the inner bottom edge. Not only does this provide some added protection, it also ensures the camera stays in place firm as the top thumb screw is tightened. And once tightened, the camera is held firm, no wiggle room whatsoever. In this configuration, the camera is fully surrounded, although as stated, this isn't really a protective cage. The glass screen is still fully exposed, as are the lenses, considering the cage has to sit between both lenses in order to ensure it is within the stitch line and not viewable in the final shot, and it works quite well in that regard. So while this adds little protection for the delicate areas, what it does add is versatility. We maintain full access to all camera functions, so the buttons, the touch screen of course, as well as the side buttons, speaker, and the microphone inputs, all still accessible and easy to use. On the opposite side we also maintain access to the battery, so it can be easily removed and replaced with a fresh unit should the need arise, along with the USB charging port too. In fact, we can remove the USB port door, and you'll find that the X3 microphone adapter will still line up and fit perfectly into place, again all within the stitch line, so won't be seen in the final 360-degree capture. The most useful feature of this cage though comes with the added versatility it brings. On the bottom we have a standard 1/4" 20 mounting thread, meaning we can still attach the unit to a selfie pole or any other such mounts, but the cage also features a built-in GoPro style finger mount, making the setup compatible with other mounts and accessories in the GoPro mounting ecosystem, a nice added touch. If that weren't enough, we also find a 1/4" 20 mounting thread on the side of the unit, perfect for horizontal mounting considering the camera does incorporate a horizon leveling feature, alongside a cold shoe mounting point too. This accompanies a second cold shoe mount, along with additional 1/4" 20 threads at the top of the cage. So that's two cold shoe mounts that can be used for mounting a microphone, video lights or any other such accessories. Do take care though, since accessories like these may protrude outside that stitch line, so will be visible in the resulting video capture. So some care and extra thought does need to go into how you mount any accessories, and having to keep them within the thickness of the camera and outside of the stitch line may be a real deal breaker for some. Finally though, when it comes to protecting the lenses during storage and transportation, a rubber lens guard is included and is installed by simply pulling down over the lenses. While it stays in place perfectly well, there's no display protection, so care does still need to be taken when storing the unit, and I'd certainly recommend the use of that included pouch. So while this is a very useful and still a very versatile cage, some thought does need to go into how and why it needs to be used. It will add additional mounting points to your camera, providing extra versatility when it comes to attaching to other mounts and accessories, but thought needs to go into how accessories are attached to the cage itself in order to keep them outside of your video capture, which could be a challenge. Either way though, the cage itself holds the camera firm and provides a great basis for setting up a larger camera rig, albeit with some experimentation.